Hi boys and girls, it's Art Time with Mrs. Kine. Today we're going to be drawing a fun holiday picture, and it is Santa Claus's face. We're going to fill up our paper with just the face of Santa Claus. His body's going to kind of go off the bottom and his hat's going to go off the top. And go ahead and get all your supplies ready, and we're going to start like we always do and get our hands warmed up and ready for art. So go ahead and rub your hands together. Wiggle your fingers. Open and close your hands, roll your wrists one way, and then roll them the other way. And let's get ready for our class today. All right, so like we normally do for our class, we're going to draw with our finger to begin with because it's a good idea for us to map it out. We call that mapping it out when we think about where we're going to put things on our paper before we actually draw them. So we know we want Santa Claus's face to fill up the whole paper, and Santa Claus has a big beard, which is going to come down here. So I'm going to put his nose in the middle and his eyes here, and the rest of the paper will be his hat at the top and his beard down here. So what I need you to do is get your pencils. Remember, I always draw with a marker so that you can see. Get your pencils ready, and we're going to start by drawing an oval shape in the middle of our paper, and that is going to be Santa's nose. So let's draw this oval shape right here in the middle. I'm going to put that right there, and then above it on either side, here and here, we're going to draw a rainbow shape, and that's going to be Santa's eyes. So draw a rainbow shape here, and then we're going to draw a rainbow shape over here. Those are going to be Santa's eyes. And then draw a curved line under that and a curved line under that, and those are his cheeks. Now if your line didn't come all the way down, that's okay. And look, boys and girls, my eyes are two different sizes, and that's okay. I don't need to start all over. We're going to add another rainbow shape right here and another rainbow shape right here, and then we're going to add a smaller one right there and a smaller one for his eyes. And we'll come back and fill that in with crayons in a little bit. So now at the top of this, we're going to draw Santa's white fuzzy hat. So this is cloud lines. That's what we call these kind of loopy lines like this. Those are cloud lines. So add those right there. And then we're going to draw a line from here that goes up. That's the side of Santa's hat. Now Santa's hat flips over, and he has a big white fuzzy palm at the end of it. So how we're going to show that is we're going to have this part come down here, and we're going to have that palm right here, and then we're going to have this part of the hat kind of go off the side of the paper, and that shows Santa's hat kind of flipped over. Now we're going to draw Santa's mustache, which is going to go right under his nose, and that's some more cloud shaped lines, and we're going to make it come right here and right there. And Santa, the top of Santa's mustache, or the bottom of Santa's mustache, is going to cover up the top of his lips. So we're going to have the bottom of Santa's lips kind of peek out down here. He usually is smiling at us. And now we're going to draw Santa's beard, which is more of our cloud shapes. And we're going to make that kind of come off the paper a little bit. Santa's got a nice big fluffy white beard. It's going to come down like that. And then you can add Santa's shoulders right in here, and then right over here if you want to. Now these parts right in here, this is where Santa's hair would be. So you can just kind of make little squiggly lines right here. And the hat would probably cover it up there. And then we're going to draw the side of Santa's face, and it's going to come down like this, and then it's going to come down like this. And that is the side of Santa's face. So now we've drawn it all on our paper. Now we can add color. So I have a box of the Colors of the World crayons. And if you haven't seen these are great because they have lots of different skin tones in them. And you can make Santa whatever color you want Santa to. So I'm going to show you, using some different skin tone colors, how you can make Santa whatever color you want. Now, if you don't have these, it is okay. You can use any colors that are in your crayon box. You may have a box of 12, 24, you might have a box of 8. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you a technique called crayon layering, where we can kind of change the colors of our of our skin tones today using different crayon layering. Now, if you're in kindergarten and this seems like a lot, this is going to be super easy for you, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. I'm going to make my Santa a little bit of this medium brown color. I'm going to start layering this color. So I'm going to color his face with this. Now, if you've ever listened to the poem about Santa, about his cheeks were rosy, we're going to draw Santa's rosy cheeks. I'm using this layering method. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. I'm going to do half of Santa that color so you can see. And then I'm going to do half of Santa in this color that comes in your box of 24, which is an apricot color. I want you to see what two different skin tones would look like with using this little layering technique to make Santa's rosy cheeks. Because you might choose to make Santa a different skin tone color, and that's okay. Your Santa can be any color you want him to be, and that's going to be okay. So I'm just added that in there because this Colors of the World has such beautiful skin tone colors, because everybody has beautiful skin from all over the world. So I'm going to add, I'm going to take out of my regular crayon box this light pink color, and then out of my Colors of the World box, I'm going to take this pinkish color. I'm going to show you how we can do that. If you use that color right here, it'll make his skin look just on his cheeks will look a little bit rosy. You can try this color, the pink that comes in here. It'll be a little bit brighter. This is a little bit softer. You can try this pink over here, and you can see how we can layer colors. When we use our crayons, we can layer colors, and we can give Santa that rosy cheeks that he has in the poem. Experiment, that means try different things, boys and girls. Try different colors, see what looks good. You never know what you're gonna like. I'm gonna go ahead and finish with this pinker color all over here. And Santa's nose is red like a cherry, so I'm gonna show you what that looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and make his nose this skin tone color that I was using on that I started with over there. So I'm gonna add that color, and then we can make his nose. We're gonna add this color to it to make his, because he's outside in the cold. Remember, he's from the North Pole. It makes his nose a little bit rosier and redder. You can also go and find a red color in your crayon box if you want to even be a little bit redder. You can get that color out, and you can add that color on there too if you want it to be even redder. And that's up to you, boys and girls, but see what happens when we layer our crayon colors. It looks so nice when we do that. I love adding all of that to my colors. All right, so now we're gonna add his eye colors. Now your Santa can have any color eyes that you want. You get to pick because it's your Santa. I'm gonna show you in this Colors of the World, I got the ones that have the eye colors. I have the box of 32 and it has the eye colors. I'm gonna show you what this color looks like on, if you don't have these. That is that blue in there. I'm gonna give Santa two different colored eyes. I hope that's okay with you, boys and girls. I think it would be interesting if we made Santa two different colored eyes. He's gonna have one blue eye and he's gonna have one brown eye. Because you can pick. I just want you to see what choices you have. And then this part right here is his pupil. We're gonna just put some black in that, because that, if you look in the mirror at what your eye looks like, everybody has that black pupil, that black part of their eye. So we're gonna add that part right here, and we're gonna add it right here. Now, I'm gonna make Santa's hat red, so I'm gonna go through and add this red here. I'm not going to color my whole picture. I want you to make some choices about yours. Remember, you could decorate Santa's hat if you wanted to. You might want to put holly on it. You might want to put some jingle bells on it. That is your choice. You can decide what you want to do. You get to make all those other choices. I'm just going to quickly fill in. Look, I even got out of the lines, and that does not mean that I'm going to start over. It's okay, boys and girls. Remember, it's all right. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit more color down here. And remember that we also said that this is Santa's shoulders. I'm just going to kind of add around this part. This is Santa's shoulders. So I've decided my Santa is wearing a red jacket and a red hat. So around this, I'm going to add red because that's what Santa's wearing. Now and his lips are going to be a little rosy, going to be red. Remember, Santa's nose and lips are going to be red from being outside. So you probably are wondering, what are we going to do with all this white on our paper? And if you've looked at some of my other videos, sometimes we use our gray color to add some extra when we're using white. So Santa's beard is going to be a little curly. And so I'm going to go through and add a few of my little curly lines. Remember, we've had those before, and you can make some of those curly lines come over from what you've drawn. You can make them right in here, but we're going to add some curly lines for Santa's beard because it's going to be kind of curly, and that will also make our picture interesting. And then we can shade a little bit on his beard and on his hat. We can add a little bit, use that gray to shade it a little, which means you can kind of go and add a little bit around there. We can add a little bit underneath his hat. Right here, we can add some. His hair would be coming out right here too. Remember, this is going to be Santa's hair right there. And we can add some shading here. And you can just go around, boys and girls, and add that all over your picture. And here is his jacket kind of peeking out from behind his beard. We're going to add that part right here. Remember, boys and girls, if I'm going too fast, this is a video, and you can pause it, you can rewind it if you want to watch part of it again. You can do whatever you want. If you're in one of my classes at my elementary school that I teach, I'm so glad you're drawing this with me today. If you don't go to our school and you found this and you are just learning how to draw with us, we're so glad you're here. We have a lot of fun drawing with our little YouTube channel from school. And I am going to finish this off just a little bit. Remember, every week I always sign my work, so remember to sign your name and not mine. And my name is Mrs. Kime. I hope you had so much fun drawing our Santa picture today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next time on Art Time with Mrs. Kime. I hope you have a happy holiday and be safe. See you later. Bye-bye, boys and girls.